Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I've done a few lights on the Scirocco that I've installed. It's just that I didn't make videos of it. So I'm going to show you today step by step each and every one. All of the videos I'm going to post, I will be posting the link in the description. But before we continue, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Let's go. Let's continue. Let me show you guys what it looks like and then as well how I have done it. Enjoy.
I can fly.
So as you can see, we have got the number plate lights at the back that I'm going to show you as well how we're going to do that. Then when we move around the car, we've got this lights as well that I've replaced with the LEDs, and then as well as this bottom lights with the LEDs as well. And just for a bit extra taste, I've also managed to install front bumper lights here at the bump. I will show you now all of those lights, how I've installed them, how to replace them, just for you for future reference search as well if you want to do it. It's not difficult to do, it's really quite simple, and I'm going to show you now how we're going to get started. Alright, so first things first, let me show you how I've installed this front lights to the LED ones as well as this side. How I've installed, let me just turn around a bit, how I've installed this lights so that you can see how easily it is. First of all, we're going to start, we have to open the bonnet from your Scirocco. So you've got the lever here that you're going to pull, that's opening the bonnet. And then now, once the bonnet is open, you can just come to the bonnet and open the latch here at the bottom. You've got a small pin that you can press. If you go and look underneath there, you can see the pin. So you're going to open your bonnet, and then once it's open, you've got this latch here that you're going to use to hold the bonnet in place so that you can work. You don't need someone to keep your bonnet open for yourself to be able to work. So here you latch it into your hood, and then this side is easily, you don't actually need to remove anything from this side, due to that you've got your space, everything here at the bottom that you can work to be able to access all of your wiring. So first thing that I will suggest you to do is remove this plug here. It's got a pin here at the top that you can just press it in. Then once you've pressed that pin in, just press this whole pin forward and then push it back. It makes it a whole lot easier to get this pin out. So you're going to press it, then going to push it forward, and then you're going to press it. So now we're going to remove this bottom one, this one right there, as this one is for the lights for this side. So what you're going to do, you're just going to take it, let me just show you there. Going to take it, I don't know if you can see, and then once you've got it, you can basically just pull it, wiggle it out a bit, and then it will come out, and then there's my light. Now this is my LED that I'm using. So yeah, just a quick and easy way to show you how to install it. Then you just remove your bulb that's in here, and then you install your new one that you need to install, or if you want to put a different one in, you can put it in. Just for argument's sake, I want to show you guys, this is what mine looks like. They also call it fishtail light due to the piece that is got you at the back that they call a fishtail. So yeah, this is the light that I'm using. So now you can just take your wire once again, the one I've dropped now, there you go. Then once you've got that, as you can see, you've got your pins right in there, and you need to make sure that these pins line up with those pins there in the inside, so you do not damage or put it in the wrong way. There's not really a wrong way if you put it in this way or the other way around. It's the same thing. As long as it makes good contact, then it will be fine. Now that I've got it plugged back in, just push it in as far as you can. Make sure not to break it, as you want to make sure it makes good contact and doesn't come loose. So once that's in, you can just go back to your hole, as you can see down there. Let me just focus it for you. There's my hole, so I can just go in there, put it into the hole, and once you got it in there, you can just push it in. Make sure you push it in nice and thoroughly so it doesn't come out. As you can see, it's really nice, really easy, really simple to do it. And yeah, now we're gonna go to this side. First thing is, as you can see, there's literally no space to work in there, so I would really suggest you remove this panel as well as your light, except if you want to work underneath the car, but there's literally no space that you are going to struggle to get underneath and get everything done. So I would suggest for you to remove this panel. As you can see, I don't have my normal washers in here, nor the bolts that's in here, but I'll show you the bolts that I'm using, the sizes, as well as the original size that you're gonna use for this bolts that's keeping everything in place right here. So for my washers, my bolts that I'm using a T4 Allen key. Here's the size. It's a T4 Allen key that I'm gonna use to remove the bolts that I've got on top. So first thing, to get this plate out, you're gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So let's remove this 4 bolts and then we'll take the next steps. Now I've got all my 4 bolts removed. Now you can just take the plate, just move it away slightly. As you can see, it's going to hook a bit there, but just move it slightly. The reason for that is you do have this cable here to open your hood, and you really don't want to detach it. The reason for that is because many people detach it, and then once they are done, they put the plate back but forget to attach it. Then you've got a big problem by loosening up this wire, so to open your hood again. I do know how to do it. I've done it before as well. That's something I'm talking out of experience. But if you would like to see how to open your hood if you have forgotten to attach that, I can show you. It's not a problem. It's actually really quite easy. It just takes a bit of time, but it is doable. But now let's continue. Now we're going to remove the light. So the light is obtaining 2 bolts. We've got 1 bolt there, as well as another bolt here, and that is called splines. We're using splines to remove these 2 bolts, and I've got my splines right here. And for these splines, you use your T27 for those 2 bolts, and as well you can also use this spline to remove the original bolts that look like this. As you can see, you can also use it to T27 to remove those bolts, as it's the same that's originally here, it's just that I've replaced mine. So now I'm going to remove this bolt right here, and then as well, if you look behind the light, you'll see there's another bolt there. You'll also remove this bolt. Now that we've got both bolts out, I would suggest once again remove your wiring for your light. As you can see, there's the pin, and then like I've mentioned to you, pull the pin and then pull the whole plug forward and then pull it back. It's just really easier and simpler to remove it, and you won't struggle as much. As we've got that now removed, you can start taking your globe, your whole light. I'm just going to try to push it there one side. It's actually going to be a bit difficult, but it's fine. Now you're just going to take your light, take it out slowly, don't bend anything, don't be too aggressive, and then now you've got your whole light out, easy and simple. And then now we can continue with removing the bulbs. As you can see, it's much easier and accessible than it is that side. So yeah, let me show you how we're going to continue this side. So now, as you can see here, the setup is really much easier. Here's your bulb. You basically just pull it out. Once again, you pull it out, then once it's pulled out, you can just replace the globe like I've showed you what we've done that side, and then you can just push it back once and for all. Make sure that you push it in all the way so it doesn't just come out. As you can see, it's got that space that it can go to be fully attached. And then once that's done, you've got your full lights working. If you want to replace the bulb with a new one if it burst, or if you just want to change the color as I've done now, you can do many different colors. You can do probably blue and red and whatever you want, depends on the color that you can find and the color that you want to install. But yeah, this is my LED lights, just to change it from the yellow ones to the blue ones. And then that is how you exchange this bulb for the Scirocco, quite easily and simple. Now that we are done with all our lights, we can start by installing our light. So first you're going to hook it in there at the back. Once it's basically fitted at the back, you can bring it here at the front. Just make sure that hole goes past this cover here. Then you can just push it down, and then once it's down, just push it down a bit further with the whole light. And then as you will see here, it will look really sketchy, so you can just take the light, push it back a bit, and then once again, if it's back, just push it to the front. And as you can see, it's starting to line up already. Then you just take this piece of bracket, make sure you put in the front side underneath the whole panel first, just like that. And once that is there and it's all lined up, you can also put it on this side. And now we're going to start like basically how we've removed it. We're going to install these two bolts first. This one for the light, one at the front and then one at the back as well. And now remember, it's got this plastic thing in. Do not throw this away, as it lines this whole light up exactly where it's supposed to be. As you can see, it's got like this big space where it fills up there at the bottom, and then it lines the light up exactly where you want it. So you can put that one in, and then as well the front one, you can install that. And then once that's there, you can just start fastening them, as it will line it up. Now that we have everything intact, as you can see, the light is nice and stiff, it's sharp, it's not going anywhere. Then we can align this panel up, and then there's the another 4 bolts you can install. It's one there, one here, one there, and then one on top here as well. Make sure you line up all of them first before you just fasten them. So you start from, always starting here from the front. I'll put it in nicely, and then I'll just finger tighten it so it will still be able to move should I want to move it. And then we can take the next one and install it here at the back. Once again, just finger tighten them for now. Don't just tighten them yet, as you still want this panel to move a bit while you are still busy working. And then once that one is fastened a bit, you can take the next one and then install them there. Like I said, this is really nice. Make sure that you don't lose it. Then once it's there, you can just finger tighten it again. And then now you can take your last ones and then just install it at the last hole. So now once that is done and dusted, you can then take your, my Allen key that I'm using, as I don't have the normal bolts like you guys have. So I can just tighten it now a bit further, and then go to the next one, tighten it a bit more, as well as this one, tighten it a bit more, and then as well as the last one. Then once all of that has been tightened, you can then take it and just fasten it properly, so that you know it won't go anywhere, and that it keeps everything in place, so that you don't lose it or it rattles or any funny business that it's not supposed to do. And then that's the last bolt, and then we are finished. So that is how easy, how fast it is to exchange your bulbs. And then once all of that is done, do not forget your last piece, and that is to attach your wiring for your lights again. And then there you can see all of it is done and dusted, and that is exactly how it looks once everything is done and dusted. As you can see, it looks nice and proper. I really like it. It really looks really neat to me, really clean. And then I can also show you once my brights are on. So I'm gonna come to the car here and then switch on my brights. And there you can see now basically what she looks like. Let me try to focus here with all of the lights so that these brights are really sharp. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I would just like to get new bulbs for those gold ones as well, so all of them is white and it will look nice, neat and proper once and for all. Okay, so yeah, that is how to do your globes in your car, like I've done. If ever you've wanted how to do it, I just decided let me do a video so that you guys can see how simple it really is. It's just that it takes a bit of time, a bit of patience, but you'll get there once you get started. I will have a link in the description for all of the lights that I've done, for if you want to go and see how I've done it, so that you can see all of the lights that I've done. If there's anything else as well that you would like me to show you guys how I've done it or how to do it, anything simple, please inform me. I know there's a few guys that's been questioning how to remove your Scirocco back seats. When I've got time, I will do that as well. But if there's anything that you guys would like to know how to do it on the Scirocco, please leave it down in the comments, and then I will make a video about it to show you guys how I'm doing it. Some people might do it different. I will show you my way, how I'm doing it, and then obviously you'll also see the beginning and the end results as well. And then yeah guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. And then as well, don't forget, I also built my Nissan 20 ZX. It's just that we need some time to continue working on it. But yeah, just thought that I'll quickly show you guys how I do this. I'll do my lights, and then yeah, because I know some of you want to do it and you guys are not sure how to do it. So I just thought that for me to show you guys how I do it, that it will make things easier for you should you want to do it at your own time or at your house or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it. You must enjoy. God bless, and then I'll see you guys on the next videos. Enjoy. Cheers. Bye. Be safe. Look after yourself. God bless.
I can fly.